Welcome viewers, Dr. Jason W. Morrison, Theologist, New South Wales, Australia. We are doing Watchtower Study Edition, November 2019. It's New Year's Eve. We're up to the heart-to-heart communication. A very strange article this, and I'll show you the reasons why. Paragraph 8. We might find it difficult to open up to others because someone might have hurt us in the past. And that's a very, very good reason not to open up to others. If someone's hurt you in the past, then that's a very, very good reason to be very careful about who you're going to share your important parts of yourself with. You've got to protect your privacy. Now, this is trying to undermine to a certain extent your ability to be very careful about who you speak to. And what this is actually doing is it's provoking backbiting and gossip and all this other stuff, because if people know too much, this is where all the slander and other things come from. Or we may feel that we lack the time and energy to cultivate close relationships. Well, the fact of the matter is that could be the truth. You can't be everything to everyone. However, we should not give up. Give up what? Just have a normal, structured life. If we want our brothers to stand by us when trials come, now this is conditional. This is a conditional statement. If we want our brothers to stand by us when trials come, we must learn to trust them now with our thoughts and feelings. I don't agree with that statement. I'm sorry. No. Trusting people with your thoughts and feelings is a very exclusive privilege for someone to have. You've got to be very careful, as it said here, who you share your thoughts and feelings with, because you'll be betrayed. You'll be undermined. It gives people, as a matter of fact, if you're not careful, it empowers people to undermine you. And that is an important step toward becoming true friends. No, it's not necessarily. If you're on a soccer team with someone, you don't get there spewing out all your thoughts and feelings about everything. The proverb says a couple of times that even a fool's counted wise if he holds his tongue. What's this say? Now, that you have purified yourselves by your obedience to the truth, that's the finished work of the Lord Jesus Christ, knowing that all your issues between yourself and God have been resolved for time and eternity, never to be worried about again, with unhypocritical brotherly affection. You've got to be careful what this sort of affection is suggesting and how it's interpreted. Unhypocritical brotherly respect might be a better word. As a result, love one another intensely from the heart. You've got to get this in its right perspective. There's 4 types of love. There's love toward God. There's your family love. There's friends love. And then there's another love. I forget what it is. Storge, Philios, Agape. And there was another one. I can't think of it offhand, but you've got love for God, love for people, family love, and then I think it's parental love, or one of those. But you've got to keep it in its right perspective. You can't just spew your thoughts and feelings out to everyone, because you're going to exhaust yourself and come undone. Jesus showed that he trusted his friends by communicating openly with them. No, Jesus, remember, he would choose James, Peter, and John to privately come with him at certain instances, didn't he? And might I just say, I no longer call you slaves, Jehovah's Witnesses, Jesus said, because the slave does not know what his master does. But I have called you friends. Did you know you're the friend of God through the Lord Jesus Christ? Because I've made known to you all the things that I've heard from my Father who is Jehovah. Did you know you're God's friend? You don't owe him anything. You're his friend. If we can imitate him by sharing our joys, concerns and disappointments with others. Listen carefully as someone talks to you, and you may learn that you have many thoughts, feelings, and goals in common. Consider the example of Cindy, a sister in her 20s. She befriended a pioneer in her 60s named Mary Louise. Cindy and Mary Louise work together in field service every Thursday morning, and they talk freely with each other about a variety of subjects. I'm sure they do, and a lot of it would be whinging and backbiting prettied up. Cindy says, I enjoy having deep conversations with friends because this helps me to know and understand them better, and probably yourself. Friendships thrive in warm atmosphere of open communication. That's true, as long as it's constructive. Like Cindy, if you take the initiative to have warm and open conversations with others, your friendships with them are likely to grow. And Proverbs 27:9 says, oil and incense make the heart rejoice, so does sweet friendship springing from sincere counsel. And notice the sincere counsel. You can't just throw out and spew out your thoughts and feelings to everyone, because you will at some stage get hurt. You will get hurt, as you did in the past. So there's a certain amount of wisdom connected to this. We'll watch some videos now.
Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about trust. I believe there is a video I recorded a while ago, I think it was a year ago, in regards to trust issues and in how it's unfortunate that some people have this problem. You have trust issues. Throughout this time, I've been able to analyze why I have this problem, why I am untrusting. I do not trust people easily, and I keep a certain distance from them. And it's not a physical distance, it's an emotional distance. And I think in this video, the purpose of this video is to not only inform you what my findings have been, but also to share some insight and some advice that I believe has helped me and might help you. As you know, my trust issues started after my disfellowshipping, because it is a trauma that you have to go through, and being betrayed and abandoned by family members and by friends that you trusted 100% and gave all that trust to them, and then them abandoning you is tragic. After I was disfellowshipped and I lost it, and I realized that, I started building blocks of walls of emotional distance where I was not able to connect with people. I made sure that there was no emotional connection or attachment. It didn't matter if it was partners or just friends or even family members. I just needed that distance, because to me, having that distance meant security. It meant nobody would come in and hurt me again. And although it did serve that purpose, I was very, very lonely. I was very isolated, because emotionally I was not socializing. I could have a conversation with anyone and it would just be extremely superficial. I would not let anybody into my feelings or into my personal life. I know, posting videos, it's exactly the opposite, but for a very long time, I've hated sharing my life and sharing my feelings, because I just simply don't trust. And, it's not anyone's fault. It's mine. It's not even my fault. It's my circumstances and the things that I had to go through. And it was kind of like a way of surviving to create that wall. However, it's been almost 5 years after I've left and after I created my wall, basically, and I realized that I am very lonely. I do not have lots of friends. Not only being an introvert hasn't helped me, but also having these trust issues have also pushed people away. And I have pushed away so many people that could be in my life right now, but I at the time was not ready to trust, and I lost that opportunity. So how it affected me is that it kept me very isolated from others. It kept me safe, yes, unhurt, yes, but I was not able to connect emotionally with other people. And it's been until recently, and when I say recently, I mean maybe like a year or so, where I've realized I need to bring these walls down. It's the only way I can be happy and I can be myself. And how did I do this? The first thing was I needed to get out of my comfort zone. I needed to be vulnerable. I needed to experiment, and I've been doing the opposite of what I would naturally do. Naturally, I do not like to have conversations with strangers. Naturally, I do not like to share my life. And naturally, I do not like to share my feelings. Those are the three things I've been doing purposely on a daily basis. A lot of times we just go out with my daughter, and if I'm with someone else who has a baby, I just start a random conversation. That is completely out of my comfort zone. I don't like doing that. But I purposely said to myself, you have to get out of your comfort zone and start talking. Start being social, at least from the outside, so you can get insight, so you can connect emotionally with somebody. So I've just made random conversations and shared a little bit of me, of my life, of my daughter, of what I'm doing. And it's very touching to see how the outcome is always positive. I have never, started a conversation with a random person and has gone wrong. No, the opposite. People open up to you too. It's like this world is already taught to be very introvert, to be very into your own life. And maybe it's more in this country than any other, but people here are not used to being so friendly and just talking to you if you're a random stranger. But that's exactly what I've been doing, and it's been a blessing. Another thing I've been trying to do, the same three things, is with my family, my immediate family, which is my husband. Trying to open up to him, trying to be very, very frank, very honest, brutally honest, and just letting my feelings out with him. And it has also been a blessing. It has been definitely challenging for both because, he's had to work with those walls and I've had to work to put the walls down. But I am very happy with how far we have gone in our relationship and helping each other, especially him helping me, because I definitely know I have really high walls. And with friends as well, where if I have to give my opinion or if I have to really share my feelings, I've been doing that in a way that I truly share how I feel, and it just, people understand, it just clicks, Another thing that has helped me is to realize that people are people. We're not perfect, and if I expect perfection from everybody, I'm never gonna get it. So lower my expectations and expect them to hurt me, because that's what people do. Everybody that comes into your life has a purpose, in my eyes. A purpose to help you, a purpose to teach you, a purpose to set an example for you. It has a purpose. It's the cycle of life. They come into your life, they give you or show you that purpose, and then they go. And then the next human that comes through your life, same thing. So I already know people are not going to stay in my life. No matter, how much I want them to stay, it's just the cycle of life. People will come into your life and people will leave your life, and new ones will come. I think the only people that kind of stay longer are your kids and your partners or your immediate family. But other than that, especially if it's friends, it's like a roller coaster. It just comes and keeps going. But every person that walks into your life will definitely have a purpose. They come and they will teach you. They will help you grow in some way. Even if it's in a negative way, they will. And then they'll leave after the purpose is is completed. So I don't take people for granted. It has helped me, enjoy the people I have in my life for the time I have them, because I don't know how long it's going to be. And then when they're gone, when they moved away, they moved on, or I moved on, then I can, keep my memories and enjoy them for what it was then. And looking at it like this has helped me heal tremendously. And my expectations again are very low, and I don't get hurt even putting my walls down. Being vulnerable also is another thing that I think it's a key to being able to trust. Being vulnerable in the way that you share with other people, especially if they're new ones, what you've been through and what you don't want to go through, and at least they know where you're coming from and what your expectations are. And it's been a blessing. I wanted to share with you guys this brief meditation type of thing, I guess, because I know there has to be someone out there, especially if there are XJWs watching this, that might have the same issue, might have the distrusting, the emotional distance that they create with others, to not be hurt. And I completely understand you, because I deal with it, and I cannot say I've overcome it 100%. Not at all. I think I'm still all the time working through it. And the key to me is be very self-aware that I am putting the barriers and I'm the one who has to take them away. And I have to let people in, and I am consciously making that decision. So I know for a fact there has to be people out there that can relate to how I feel. And I guess I just want you to try, some of the things that I have tried, and it has helped me, and it has made me a better person. It has helped me heal, like I said, tremendously. The pain that I had is slowly just fading. So, keep in mind that being vulnerable with others and getting out of your comfort zone, it's a must in order to heal and to be able to build strong relationships that are completely connected emotionally. I have tried, and it's been a blessing. And I hope that, in the future, I continue to do it. And one of the ways that I tried it was by opening all these channels and talking, sharing who I was, and I've received such a positive feedback. I've met so many wonderful people and their stories and how they can relate to me, and it's been a blessing. And this is where I say, get out of your comfort zone and open up. As hard as it might be for you and difficult to do it, you got to do it, and you definitely will see the outcome or the positive feedback that you'll receive as well. Anyways, I'm going to stop rambling, and I'm going to tell you thank you for watching, thank you for coming back, thank you for tuning in. If you like this video, just give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, leave them down below. If you want to follow me on any of my social media, they will be in the description below and also on this page right now. And I will see you next time. Bye.